Welcome to the Book Buzz Show with Cheryl, where we dive into the captivating world of books. Here at the Book Buzz Show, we encourage you to make your pages turn with joy and immerse yourself in a magical literary experience. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Book Buzz Show with Cheryl, where we dive into the captivating world of books. Here at the Book Buzz Show, we encourage you to make your pages turn with joy and immerse yourself in a magical literary experience. Enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to the Book Buzz Show. I'm your host, Cheryl Brooks. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you enjoy the upcoming show, please like, follow, subscribe, and share the broadcast. For those of you who are new here at the Book Buzz Show, we do discuss the book and the characters with some minor spoilers. So just be aware of that when you tune in. In addition to being a live broadcast, the Book Buzz Show is also a podcast, and you can check us out wherever you get your podcast, and you can follow us at the Book Buzz Show with Cheryl, so you can catch us when you're on the go. Also, this episode is being brought to you in partnership with Black Odyssey Media, and that is their logo on the screen. And if you're listening, again, that's Black Odyssey Media at blackodyssey.net. And you can check out their roster of authors. We have interviewed a few of them, so you can go back through the broadcast to see those as well. All right, we have a great show in store for you tonight. We will be talking with Camille about the Black Diamond series. That's book 1 on your screen, Black Magic, again, by Camille. And that's the Black Diamond series, one of my favorites of hers. And then her latest book, she makes a return to the Black Diamond world. And that book is called Sion, The Return. And that is also on the screen for those who are looking. For those listening, again, that's Sion, The Return by Camille. All right, and without further ado, I'm going to bring on tonight's guest and also my co-host for this evening, Katina Brown. And see. Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Looks like we have some people in the audience. All right, let me just pull that up.
What up, though?
I'm sure everybody like me, they are so excited to talk to you this evening. All right, so we have Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for joining us. We have Myra. Hi, Myra. Hi, Antoinette. Looks like we have Ruby. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Lisa, thank you for joining us. We have Velda. Thank you for joining us. Francis. Looks like we have Erica in the house. Hi, Erica. We have another Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Montgomery. Jennifer. I was just telling Jennifer about your books too, Camille. I'll tell her you have to read them.
Okay. Right. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. There's plenty of room in the universe. Plenty.
That's right. And welcome everybody. Also have Instagram up. Unfortunately, the comments don't show in the chat, so I'll try to make sure I'm also checking the comments on that side as well. But welcome everyone. All right, so we're gonna get right into it because we have a lot to discuss. The diamond world is a big world, a big universe. All right, Camille, for those who are new to you, because I see a couple that I told about your books, though I know they haven't read them yet. Okay. Can you let them know a little bit about how you got started, your professional journey, and just your backstory a little bit?
Sure. Thank you. First of all, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Katina. Thank you for having me here. I very much appreciate
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So as you said, the first book in any series, the first book ever is Black Magic, which is the Black Diamond series, which is the first series of the 13 series I have written. So if you're new to the diamond world, there's plenty of material to keep you busy for a very, very, very long time. Okay. You can be reading, I mean, you can read like a book a week and still not finish the catalog. So Black Magic, the book that we came to discuss, as Cheryl said, was my first book. It was published in 2015. I was telling Cheryl a little bit earlier that last month in March was the 9-year anniversary of Jordan's book. So I've been writing for 9 years. Yeah, so I've been writing for 9 years at this point. Jordan and Sage are the main characters in that book. I think that one thing that Cheryl asked me to touch on was like, how did you come up with that? Right. Basically, like, did you come up with the plot first? Did you come up with the characters first? And I had to really think about this, Cheryl, because
I know it's been a while, right?
And my writing has evolved since then. So I was trying to think, okay, so when I first sat down to write, and I think when I first sat down to write, my main objective is that I wanted to write a book that I wanted to read. Right. At that time, I just really wasn't finding a lot of the types of books that I wanted to read, because a lot of the authors that I read were like either no longer writing, or some had maybe like passed away, things like that. And it just seemed like the genre was kind of taking a turn, and I didn't want to go that way. So I wanted to take another direction. So I was like, okay, so I want to write a story that I want to read. And so my book buddy, my best friend, my day one, we used to read books together, and we share books, all that, how we do. And she was feeling the same way. We were having a discussion about books, and she was like, I'm not really finding a lot, of what makes me feel good, what I want to read, what I'm accustomed to reading. And so I was like, I bet you I could write a book. And she was like, yeah, I'm sure I can. I said, she was like, okay. She was like, okay, do it, write a book. Okay. And that's where Jordan and Sage, came from. Okay. And
I love it.
When I wrote Black Magic, I really had not planned to write a series. I was just writing a book.
Right.
And so when I got near to the end of the first book, and I was like, wow, Sean is like a really cool character who's one of the characters in the book. And I would really like to do a story for him, because he was, kind of a mystery.
Right.
So, it just went from there, and then it just kept going and kept going.
Did you try to shop the book around first, or did you always know you were going to do it?
Yeah, I always knew I was going to do indie, just because I know that my style and what I wanted to write is not for everybody. And that's fine. Right. That's fine. Because I wasn't going to change my style to appeal to, a crowd that I didn't really resonate with me. I wanted to write my truth, and whoever it resonated with. Right. Right. And then we got a whole universe out of that. So I always knew I was going to indie publish. It's found, Amazon, which that's what everybody normally goes to initially. Got on there, did their programs, and went from there.
Now, how many books have you published so far?
In total, it's 62.
Okay.
Wow.
Love that. Congratulations. Especially
Congratulations.
for 9 years. That's a lot.
A lot of books. It's a lot of books. And considering, you know, I took like a year and a half break in those 9 years. So yeah.
Man.
So it's like 60.
Now, when you're deep in writing mode, what does a typical day look like for D. Camille?
When I saw you were going to ask me that question, I actually thought about that too, because I don't have like a typical day because I don't write like that.
Okay.
So like I don't have a schedule where I'm like, I'm going to write from 2 to 6 today. You know, I write when it hits me. Right, exactly. And most of the time, you know, I'm a moon baby, so most of my inspiration is at night. So usually I do a lot of writing overnight.
Okay.
It's just more peaceful for me, and my thoughts flow quicker, and I don't have distractions and things like that, and I'm just wide awake. So, so that's normally how I'll write. I'll plan out, you know, how I want the book to start, how I plan for the book to end, and then once I start, I'll finish a chapter, and then I'll outline the next chapter. Okay. Then I'll finish the chapter and I'll outline the next chapter and go from there. So I don't do like the whole book, because a lot of times when I'm writing, the writing takes over and things will start to happen that I didn't even know was going to happen in these stories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I go chapter by chapter, because like something could happen in this chapter that I wasn't planning. So now, you know, I need to pick up from there to the next chapter. And I want the stories to be cohesive. So when you read it, I want you to read it like it was written all at one time. You know, and like
you accomplished that.
I don't want you to feel like, oh, she took a break right here, or she got lost right here, or she got tired right here. You know? right. Because you can feel, you know, you as a reader, you can feel that.
You can feel.
You can. In some, you know, in stories, you can feel where, you know, an author may have inserted this. You know, they had this from another time, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna put this right here." You know what I'm saying? And you're like, "Wait, how we get here?" You
know, sometimes like I've read some reviews where they say, "Oh, they must have needed a certain word count," because it's like they just threw some.
Right. See, and that's the thing. You know, when you write for yourself, you're not worried about word count or page count. You know, although I do, because I like to control the flow of the story. I do write every chapter in the same number of pages so that the story flows. So you're not getting this really long chapter,
right.
And then a really short chapter. right. That's one thing that I do regulate in my writing, is that I try to keep the chapters equal to the number of pages for each chapter.
Okay. And looks like we have a question out here. Ruby is asking, are you a full-time writer?
Yes, I've been a full-time writer since 2016.
Okay. Was that a difficult decision to make that move?
It was, you know, I had to be thoughtful about it, because I was like, you know, this is good right now.
Right.
Is it going to stay good?
Right.
You know, because I had a real job. So it was like, you know, do I want to let this go? Do I want to really, you know, give my all to this? And, you know, I decided that was the best route for me. And it did work out well for me.
And I was going to I ask this sometimes of the romance writers. What is your go-to book or movie when you're looking for a good romance?
Let me tell you. So, okay. So when I started writing, I stopped reading my contemporaries' work, because one thing I never wanted to do was read somebody's work and accidentally have it spill over into work. So I don't read current books of current writers. So when I say this book, like I'll go back. Some of my favorites are, like I said, I'm from the old school. So the Adrian Birds, Francis Grace, Beverly Jenkins.
Yeah.
I'm from the old Carmen Green, Rochelle Ayers. I could go all day.
Right. And I just had Rochelle on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, the OGs is where I go back to read, because those are the stories that gave me my inspiration to write. Those are the stories that I wanted to continue in that vein. So
one thing I love about your books, and you definitely have carved your own lane, and although the characters are not perfect, they are flawed, but you always give us that Black excellence, which I love, throughout all of your books. Now, was that intentional when you first started writing?
Yes. Okay. For sure. One thing that I always want to do is to show us in a positive light, even with our flaws, because we are amazing, even in our flaws. And so that's one thing that's very important to me. And that's always a big part of the stories that I'm writing, is that, and the other part that I really incorporate into all my books is that the struggle, the fight is never between the hero and the heroine. The fight is always something out there, right? Because we got enough out there. We don't need to read.
Most definitely.
What I'm saying. And it's not always smooth. It's not love at first sight. It's like, I try to keep it, real like that. Like we're gonna argue, we're gonna have problems, but the fight is not between us. We gotta fight to love each other. That's a whole different story. That's a whole different lane. So that's why, for me, my stories are, them coming together and how do they combat what's out there.
Yes, and that's what those are actually my favorite types of couples, where they're definitely ride or die in the best sense of the words of that term. But in the break with Jordan and Sage, they definitely have their battles, but you couple Sage, she is like, you come at Jordan any kind of way, she is jumping.
Listen, she could come at him. She could come at him.
Right.
Nobody else can come. Nobody else can come at him. Okay?
Right. I love that too.
And she would come at him too. She would come at him.
Yes.
Okay.
Had him afraid to eat his own food and stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Don't mess with her for real.
Listen.
Okay. Now, what advice would you give someone that's just starting out in their writing journey?
I would say if you're starting now writing, because like when I started, times have changed. But even though things have changed, some things stay the same. The one thing I would say, a couple of things actually. First, be true to yourself. Write what you want to read. Don't try to jump on a trend. Don't try to imitate somebody else.
Right.
Write what you want to read. Okay, number one.
I like that, yeah.
Number two, have people in your life who tell you truth. Okay? Be able to take constructive criticism from those people that you trust. Because when you're a creative, you're sensitive about your work.
Right.
You just are, because
Yeah.
you poured your heart and soul into it, you put into it, and you're sensitive about it. Yeah. But you also have to be able to listen so that you can grow and become better. But you need to have people who you trust to tell you the truth and listen to you, because as I learned in the writing world, you'll have readers who love you. You'll have readers who don't. Okay. And so to keep that balance, you need to have your own people, who can tell you right. Because, I have incredible readers who are like, Camille, I love every single word you've ever written, and I love them. Okay. I have people who are like, don't ever write again. We hate what you write. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have people who keep you balanced, who tell you, this is fire. They'll tell you, this is fire, or they'll tell you, that's not up to the standard.
Right.
That's not up to the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and check that. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So,
and that's important in any aspect of your life. Actually, you need people that's going to keep it real with you.
Exactly. And be able to accept it. You know, I've had my people tell me things that made me go cry, but you know, then I suck it up.
Right.
And I go back to work because it never feels good, you know, to have your work, you know, criticized, you know, in any kind of way, be it constructive or not. But you learn to suck it up, and you know these people have your best interests at heart. And I found that when they tell me that, and I go back, I come back better, and it's a better story. So I would say that. And then the third thing I would say is think about protecting your talent, protecting your brand, creating your brand. What is your brand? You know, are you just a person? Do you just want to have a book to say, I'm an author and I got my name on a book, which is fine. Some people, that's their goal. That's what they want. But if your goal is to become a full-time writer and support yourself off of writing, then think about long-term, how you turn that into a brand, you know, how you create a universe, how you create a brand, how you protect your talent, how you protect your name, all those things. So, you know, to be cognizant of that.
I love that too, because that's important. Knowing the business part of.
Yes.
I hear that so often.
Yes.
Because it is a business. Trust, it is a business, you know, and when you become a brand, like when you start to write, when you initially start to write, you know, nobody knows you, most likely, if you're an indie author. But as your popularity would tend to grow, you're going to attract all kind of people, you know, some for the good, some for the not so good. You know, everybody wants to give you advice, tell you what to do. I'm just
hey, listen, you should do it like this.
Right. I'm keeping it like, you know, they want to tell you how to do this, and you should have this, open this up, do this. No, you have to focus in on your brand and create your strategy of what you want to do that's best for you.
Right. I love that. Love it. Now we talked about this off camera, and I thought I was gonna bring it back up. What character inspirations did you have for the three main Black Diamonds? I know we talked about this back in the day when I was telling you how much I love Jordan and love his swag and all of it. And you told me who your inspiration was.
So my character inspiration is Lance Gross for Jordan. But I was telling Cheryl that on my blog, if you sign up as a member, there's a private room that has all of my character inspirations for all of my books. So you can see what every character looks like to me. Okay. Or the closest representation of what that character.
Right. And Katina, I was telling Camille, I said we were just talking about it the other day, and we were talking about who is close to Jordan. So we had said a few names. One of them was Morris Chestnut. I was telling her, and she was saying Morris is on her inspiration as one of the other characters, but not for Jordan.
Oh, not Jordan. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a different character, but yeah, you know, we couldn't leave Morris out now.
Right. We even said Idris with his swag, but he just too old. He older.
He was
a younger one. Remember?
We said maybe when he was on the Wire he used to be on.
I think a younger.
He definitely has that swag and that dangerous element that he could pull off. Let's see. Erica is saying love the diamonds, but Sean is that dude. So it's not Jordan for you, it's Sean, huh? Has to be to put on the act and right. Yeah, it was all an illusion, and we didn't know at the time.
Listen. Sean was something else. Sean was something else. Okay, they don't sleep on Sean now.
Right, and his alter ego.
No, right, exactly.
Oh man, he was not playing. Let's see. Okay, so for those who are new to the series, okay, we're gonna start with Black Diamonds. Can you give a brief overview of what that's about?
So the Black Diamonds consist of Jordan, Sean, and Ray. They are the actual Black Diamonds. That's their title. And this series is a romantic suspense series. So there's a myriad of twists and turns that happen throughout the series. But basically, it's each of their romantic interest stories, plus an origin story that goes back to tell you like the origins of some of the storylines that's in the books that go through the books. And so for the Black Diamond series, you need to read the whole series. They're not standalones because storylines continue all the way through to the last book. Like things will start in that first book that don't get resolved until
right.
So you need to read the whole series and not skip books in the series. The Origins book is not technically a romantic interest story because there's no singular couple focused on in that book, but it moves the story along and helps you get more understanding of the characters as we go into the last book of that series. And
I loved how it was so much like behind the scenes that was happening, like that was unfolded and as you progressed in the series. Now, some of the characters, of course, we talk about Jordan Black. He's the billionaire.
Yes.
Sean
is the assistant.
Ray is security.
Right. Ray is the sun god.
Now that's another thing I wanted to bring up. Okay, so you introduced a lot of your readers to the Kemetic, am I pronouncing right? Beliefs. But you did a great job of balancing it where you weren't like trying to convert anybody. Basically, you were, because I love too how you had Jordan always like, I'm not calling him sun god.
I'm not doing all of that. Okay, y'all do that. I'm not doing all that. Okay, I'm not doing all that. I'm ready to.
Yes, so you did a great job with that, and just introducing me. I'll speak for myself to those beliefs, and I just love every aspect of the series, including that. Now there you made some mothers from hell, and with Jordan's mother and Sean's mother, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, Carolyn and Joanna were quite the duo.
Man. I'm like trying to just thinking about the downfall of your kids is just crazy to me. But they were both nutty. I don't know if Joanna was nutty. I think she was just diabolical.
She was hurt. Well, yeah.
Carolyn, she was hurt and she had some mental issues.
Yeah.
Because once Sean actually committed her.
Yeah. Once she got some help. Once she got some help, she got some act right. Right. She got some act right. Joanna.
Not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, not so much.
And I felt bad for Jordan because of that. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think because he's very confident guy. But I also see where he's vulnerable and he has abandonment issues.
Oh yeah, definitely.
More.
Yeah, definitely. That's why Sage was like, "Oh no, boo boo, you're not about to come in here."
Right.
Yeah.
Love that too. Wish her. what she said she out of here.
Yes. Adios.
Yes. Let's see. Cynthia's saying from day one, Sean was the only one for her too. Antoinette saying Ray was such a nut and arrogant. Yeah, he definitely was arrogant. Yes, he just knew he was the ladies' man.
I think so.
With him and his tempo.
Yes. Until he met
Isabel. Yes. And I have to talk about that too, as far as stage. Now, with her having so much going on, her insecurity when it came to Isabel in the beginning was like over the top. I'm like, oh my goodness, she was punishing poor Jordan left and right.
But Jordan withheld some important information. If he would have discussed that in the first place, she would have had a little more understanding. Okay, but see, Jordan has the problem of not talking and saying anything. Right. And then when she found out, she on 10.
She definitely yes.
Okay. And she's like, I'm sick of you, and you're not talking. Okay.
Yeah. He said Izzy is like a sister to me, but he forgot to say that I used to have the biggest crush on her.
Right. I had the biggest crush on her. I wanted to beat up Sean, but
right.
But yeah, she was like, "What's up? What's going on here?" Okay, you know.
But even with her brother, with Ray, she was like in the beginning, and he would ask her, "What's your problem with Isabel? What's going on?"
Because she was just like, "This woman is everywhere. She got my husband. She's over here. She got Sean. She got everybody.
Man.
Okay. All the time, she's so sweet. She's like,
that's what they kept saying, right?
I want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. No more." Okay.
Yes, LaShawn is saying how many books are in this series?
In the Black Diamond series, there are actually 5 because it's Black Magic, Masters of Illusions, Origins, Art of Deception, and then the Blacks. So the Blacks is the prequel. So the Blacks goes back, but you need to read the Blacks last.
Right.
It just worked out
if you don't know. Yeah.
But if you read the 4 books in the series, you get the full of the series. But the Blacks are a complement that takes you back and gives you some backstory on Justin and Joanna and some things like that, so you get a better understanding of them.
Right. Yes, and I want to revisit a little bit the mothers. Now with Joanna, Jordan basically didn't want anything to do with her. He her sob story, he was not trying to hear it. With Sean, no matter what his mother did, he kept trying with her.
He did. He
was always there for her still. And then we come to find out that his father had asked him to make sure that take care of your mom.
Right.
Now you were able to redeem Carolyn, because at first I'm like, these 2 mothers need to be out of here.
It took some work. It took some work to redeem. It took some work. Okay.
And then she still, what I love is that you didn't make her where she was just perfect after that, but because she still was nutty as sometimes as a fruit.
She was Carolyn. Okay. Yes. She was Carolyn all day and all night. And Joanna stayed Joanna. Joanna stayed Joanna.
Right.
Carolyn stayed Carolyn. Carolyn, her issues stemmed a lot from guilt and pain. The guilt, with her kids and all those things, without giving all those spoilers. And the guilt, of how she had done, Xavier and all that kind of stuff. So and also how she had, done Sean. So she had a lot of more so guilt and trauma, pain, right? Joanna,
And then I know there are females who don't have any kind of maternal instinct at all, and she definitely would be the poster child for.
Hero.
Yes.
But it's like she had hatred for her son. No, it was crazy.
Joanna, and that's why I wrote the blacks right after I had written, because a lot of people had questions about Joanna. It was like, why is she this way? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you become like this? You know, so that's why I wrote the blacks. That's why I said the blacks are also part of this series. Because you get to go back and see how Joanna was from the start.
Right. Yeah. And Justin, if you think about it, Justin is the key to all the craziness.
All of it.
Yeah, right. He is at the center of all of it.
That black magic sent everybody
make them crazy.
And then the black magic, everybody love me, okay? The black magic is real. The black magic is
for real. Erica is saying, then Jordan let Avery hold Diamond with no hesitation when everybody else couldn't touch her.
And that's why Sage was like, "Oh, bro, come here,
Hi, Erica. I forgot about that scene. Yeah, right.
Let me holler. Come here. What's this?
Right. Oh man, they were really going through that thing. Ruby, she has some. She said Carolyn and got. Yeah, Carolyn was a trip. Even when she wasn't a trip, she was a trip.
She was always entertaining. I tell you.
Yes, most definitely. That's what I was telling Katina when I was telling her about the series. That Justin and Carolyn had, just them alone is hilarious. Ruby is saying, was it hard to redeem Carolyn?
I had to think about it. I had to think about it, like what, and I think that what really made me really want to get to redeem Carolyn was for Trent. Because he's just a sweet.
Oh yeah, I love Trent. He's my favorite, other than Jordan.
He was just the sweetest thing, and he just so after she tried, like in Art of Deception, she was trying and she was trying to be there, and I was like, okay, she could be redeemed.
Joanna, and I'm glad that you did, though. Glad that you did. Joanna, that's what I was going to ask you. What was the difference? What made you decide?
Oh yeah,
not to redeem her?
I just never felt that Joanna wanted to be redeemed. I never felt her. There was nothing I could pull out of her character, because her story is in the black. So you met her when she was like 18 years old, right? And not from that day did Joanna show any glimpses of of trying to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, we're just gonna let her be what she is.
She is who she is. Cynthia is saying Carolyn pulling guns on folks, and Joanna was straight crazy, but she was made crazy. They both were. Justin was they
were made crazy.
He was something else.
Every woman that Justin was with was crazy.
Yes.
Everyone. Yes. He got one that's still trying to get at him, trying to get at his whole
family. Joanna tried, but Justin was her downfall. I don't even know if she. Well,
that's what I was.
I don't know.
Building
that's a debate.
Real, for real.
It's real.
Joanna is definitely a case study.
Yes. So you can't see I got the blur on, but when she said the black magic is real, I was sure.
Yeah. Joanna is definitely a case study.
Yes.
You don't know.
Oh man. And then you have the opposite with Ray and Sage's mother. Still, was it Silver?
Silver.
Loving, but she even has some secrets,
All day, all
But
night,
but
twice on Sunday.
right,
Okay.
but she loved her kids and her grandkids. But
Yes.
she has the sisters
Yes.
as well. And Lily's mother, I liked her too.
Oh, Lavender.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
she went and jumped in another series and said, "See y'all later."
Right.
She said, "I ain't fooling with all this. I'm gonna jump over here, a whole nother series. I'm not even coming back over here."
Yes. Oh man. So you did balance out the crazy with some good loving parents. Okay, so I wanted to do some highlights, and one of the highlights that I had from the Black Diamonds was my favorite was when they discovered Trent. Or when Trent finds them. Because he orchestrated all of it. Yes, I loved him. I loved how he didn't want anything from them other than to be, their friend, his family. Right. And he was so appreciative of everything that they did for him. I love that.
He just had the sweetest heart. He had the sweetest heart. I felt like Trent did. He never wanted to hurt anybody. He just, he just wanted to be happy. He wanted to be like his brothers till he realized you ain't really got to be just like them.
Right.
Yeah.
Him and Jordan were too funny when he was, when I did a reread, I forgot that he was so gaga over Sage.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Hey, Sage. Jordan was like, "I will kill you."
Right.
I will kill you.
Oh, man.
And speaking about Trent, since you put up the other book cover, I just want to say this, like, that's one aspect that I'm trying to keep in Trey is that loving heart that Trent has. I want, Trey ain't nothing to play with. Now, he'll tell you, he ain't nothing to play with. But I want to have that loving heart like Trent did, because to me, that's what made Trent so special. Was he just had the sweetest heart.
Yeah, and you gave him the best of. He was the best of Justin, Jordan, Sean, Carolyn, and he even took it to another level. Because the way these older women were falling for this young teenager, I was like, "What in the world?"
I'm like, "Here, baby, y'all."
He had him like,
"Here, baby, y'all. Here, baby, baby, y'all. He's the baby, okay? We're not trying to do that. He's the baby. He's the baby." Yeah.
Well, at least Isis and Callie were not that much older than him.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, he had a thing for older women, so So, but yeah, they were age appropriate.
Yes. But he was definitely a Mac Daddy from the beginning. And Antoinette is saying Silver has skeletons rattling in her closet big time. Yes, she did.
Girl, them bones everywhere. Okay.
And we actually get her also in Cyan. I love the relationship between her and Trey. So, yeah. And then let's see.
And then she has her own story as well. Silver does. That's on the
app. Okay. Trent's discovery was my favorite too. Yeah, that was definitely one of my highlights of the entire series, actually, and all the spinoffs. Let's see. What's saying? They're saying that he was exceptionally smart, most definitely.
Yeah, he was so smart.
Now I love too. Was this in the Black Diamond? Yeah, this was Black Diamonds when Jordan, Sean, and Ray found out that Trent had been, in an abusive foster home. And that's when we see some of the Black Diamond, like the danger element. Yes.
Came up in there like, hey.
Right.
It was like, wait in the car.
We handle this. But I also love that we get to see that with everything that they do it. They also are doing things that help people. And when they find out about Kent and his family, and how this single mother took in Trent when she had 4 kids already and kept him off the street. And what they did for her, I loved it.
Right.
Loved it.
Because Kent and Trent were like this.
Yes.
They loved each other. Okay.
And I love that you have such strong male bonds in your series. In all of your series, I think. Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, and then Kent, I like too that with everything that he saw Trent have because he found his brothers, he was never jealous. He was actually, he was happy for him.
Yeah,
so I love that.
And Trent would do anything for him. Anything for him. He was like, dude, ask your mom, let you come out. This, whatever.
Right.
And even when you talk about the male bonding, even like Jordan, Sean, and Ray, they were not related by blood at all. Jordan and Sean had been together since they were little.
Right.
And then they met Ray. And the three of them, like Sean and Ray weren't like the best of buddies.
Right.
But when it was time for it to go down, Sean wasn't gonna let nothing happen to Ray. Ray wasn't gonna let nothing happen to Sean. You understand what I'm saying? They would argue. Jordan and Ray.
Sure did.
Jordan and Ray fight.
Right.
But when it was time, Jordan ain't gonna let nobody mess with Ray. And Ray ain't gonna let nobody mess with Jordan.
And vice versa. Yeah, I love it. Love that. And now when Jordan and Sage ended up getting together, and then Ray's response, and then I'm like, I thought they were about to come to blows at the first time, but I can see how older brother who's being protective, even though that's your best friend, and if she gonna be with anybody, you should want to with him.
Yeah. I mean, but Ray know how he was, okay?
Right?
So he was like, I don't care. No dude. No dude. Come around my sister. Okay. Ray was like, yeah. I think I wanted readers to understand, like, yeah, Ray was her big brother, but Ray was also like her father because he raised her after their parents were killed. So, it was more than just this my little sister. Like, this is a little girl that, he comforted when their parents died, that he raised, that he fed, that it was a lot more to it than him just be like, oh, don't touch my sister. You know what I'm saying? It was
like, I got it. I get it.
If you're gonna talk to her, you're gonna come correct, sir. Okay, you're gonna come correct. All right. So.
But then it was funny when the script got flipped, and Jordan was giving him a hard time about Izzy, and
Sean was like, "We doing this again."
He said, "Poor Sean was like in the middle all the time, right?
We doing this again? No,
right." Martha is saying she loved that they were arguing over who was going to take care of the foster.
Like, you got the last one,
right? And Ray ended up getting getting it.
Okay.
Antoinette is saying they were so community oriented. Yes, Ray was mentoring and philanthropic too. Yes.
Yeah.
As the series goes on, we get to find out more about who actually Sean and Ray are, and how all three of them were as a unit. Yeah.
I mean, even when how Ray brought Kyle in,
Yes. He mentored a lot. Kyle and Marcus.
Exactly.
And then Trent, because he brought Trent into his world.
Lil' bruh.
I love that too. He said, "You my brother too." He said,
Trent, he's like, "You want to find another job?" He's like, "Lil' bruh's fine. That's okay."
Oh man. Cynthia said, when will Mrs. Baker get a man?
Miss Baker got a man.
Does she?
Mm-hmm. In the Grayling series.
She said, yeah, Mrs. Baker, yeah.
I'm about to go back and read. I forgot about that myself.
In the Grayling, Miss Baker's in Grayling. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that myself. Okay.
People show up all over the place.
Erica is saying, what's hilarious is how they always want to eat after they handle business. Even Sage, when she had to come to a Jesus moment with Joanna.
Like, let's get tacos. Let's get Mexican. Let's get
right.
They were always like, what you got to this for? I don't know. It's like after they didn't handle business. Like, okay.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing any comments on Instagram. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the Uncut Diamonds, which was the next. Is that? Well, I guess, the next generation in a way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Trent took over as the lead. And he grew. He did. Right.
Leader of the Uncut Diamonds. Right.
So how did you come up with the Uncut Diamonds? What made you want to go in that direction?
So, I had introduced all of these young people that Ray was basically working with all of them kind of already, and so the Uncut Diamonds became like the pre-airs, right? Mm-hmm. They were like the litmus test to create
create
the airs, right? So I wanted them, and the reason they were the Uncut Diamonds was because, they couldn't come in and be as flawless as the Black Diamonds. Like, I would never write a series.
Right.
Because the Black Diamonds will always be the ultimate, no matter. I don't care who comes along. People can argue and say, "Oh, this was it." Nobody tops.
And they even said that in science too. Like
no,
when I'm saying he's the best or something, and they look at him like.
Right. Ray thinks he does, but nobody will ever top the Black Diamonds, right? That's a trio of who they were because they created everything. So nobody can. So that's why they were the Uncut Diamonds, right? Because they were not the Black Diamonds, and they were just learning this.
Right. It was just all of them, right? Yeah.
So, and it was, to me, it was nice to see them grow into who they were, because they were young, they were doing all kind of stuff. They were messing up. They were doing all kind, arguing with each other. This.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, they came together. They would come together and get the job done because like Isis didn't really like mess with Callie and Lotus, but in the Uncuts, they did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Mark didn't really mess with them either. Kyle didn't really mess with them. You know what I'm saying? Yes. They all came together.
As a unit when and I like that too. And I like the comic relief of Lotus.
This is my girl. Okay, you have to really leave. Okay, she's so funny. Her and Kent.
She is truly funny.
Kent is a clown. So so
they made
they made the couple.
Right.
I think that all the Uncut couples were perfectly paired. Like some people initially thought that Kent was going to get with Chloe and that Isis should have been with Trent, but I think when it's all said and done, you could see that the couples were perfectly paired with the people that they should have been with. I think that before the readers knew all the backstories of the characters, they were just putting characters together based on interaction they had seen between them. Because at the end of the day, Isis and Trent would not have been a good couple.
Because I can't even see him. They wouldn't have been because he was like, and he even said it in there. He was always trying to be.
Right, exactly. And so when you meet Marcus and then you learn Marcus's background, it's like, wow, they're a match made in heaven, you know? And Kent would not have been good with Chloe.
No, definitely not.
Never. Not a day. Okay.
No. Kyle, he was only one who could handle Chloe. That's for real.
Thank you. The only one. Okay.
Chloe is the one, but Kyle has her number.
and Chloe is the only one that could deal with Kyle. Lotus and Kyle would not have been a good couple.
Yeah.
I was.
And actually, I think Callie was perfect for. I love that whole dynamic where when he goes to his brothers and tell them that he's confused. I'm talking about Trent,
right?
Because he has Isis on this pedestal,
right?
And then but he's having these feelings for Callie,
right?
So I love that dynamic too, and just the growing pains, him growing up, and
because Callie was the homie.
Right.
Callie was the homie. She was warm. She was comfort. She was home. He could kick back and they could kick it.
Right.
Isis, that's when he was in his I want to be like my brother's mode.
Right.
I want a woman like my brother's got, that type of thing. But as he grew, he realized that's not really what I want. It's not really what I want. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, and it was growing pains for him because it was hard. He was torn. And when Callie just said, hey.
And she was so mature, just the way she reacted to it too. The way, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
you're not gonna be confused about me, sir.
Right. She's I'm gonna make it easy for you.
Thank you. I'm gonna do all the confusion for you. Okay.
Oh man, I loved it. Love all of that. Okay. So with Trent, like I said, I loved how he came into his own. At first, Marcus was the one that was the leader of Uncut, wasn't it? Okay. I wanted to make sure I remember that right.
Yes.
And then Trent ended up taking his role.
Right.
So he was perfect for that, just like with the heirs. At first, I was like, this young guy trying to lead everybody. But he ended up being perfect. He ended up being, he was very mature for his age. I think he was only 19 or something like that. If that.
Trent?
No, I moved over to the heirs.
I'm sorry, the heirs. Oh, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 was young. He was like 20. Yeah, he was young.
He was 20. I thought he was younger than that. Okay.
Yeah, he was young when he took over there. But 6 was so mature. 6 was and they would always comment about that. They was like, man, Diamond, he would drive Diamond crazy. She would be like, listen, okay, act like you old. Stop.
You would have thought that Diamond would have been the one to take the lead just because she was the oldest too.
Right.
But I like the way that worked out. Now with the heirs, for those who are new in the audience, can you explain who the heirs are?
So the heirs are the children of the Black Diamonds. Only the children of the Black Diamonds are the heirs. So that's Ray, Jordan, and Sean's children.
Yes. And
who have been raised since they were little babies to be diamonds.
That were right. Now, I like to, you did it a little bit in the earlier series, but with the heirs, you really went there with the mystical type gifts and all of that. What made you decide to go in that direction?
I think because, well, we already had the twins who were telepathic from the start. So we had them, and then we had the connection to the griots, and we had seen, a lot of that. And so I wanted the heirs to have like this mysticism about them, right? That hadn't been seen in the other ones, not even in the Black Diamonds.
Right.
But even with the mysticism, they still don't top the Black Diamonds. Okay. Keep repeating. Nobody tops the Black Diamonds.
Oh man. And what I like too is when you introduced it, it didn't come off as because I read a lot of paranormal and fantasy and supernatural type stuff. But but by this being more of a contemporary book, it could have came off kind of like
what's happening here, right?
Right. But it fit. But it actually fit. It fit the characters and everything. I love that, and it was believable. So it was believable. Now, at first, I had a hard time with them being grown because I was so used to Baby Diamond, baby, and I'm like, oh no,
Baby
I was like Jordan in a way, like what is going on?
No, you used to crying Baby Justice and those cute little twins, and you know all of that. So yeah.
Oh man. Now Katina is, like I told you, she's new to the series and she's read some. So Katina, what were some of the highlights that you read in Black Magic and the second book?
I liked some of it's so many. I can't even like.
Well, that's good. Thank you.
So many, I like the moments that people may not pay attention to that seem significant, like when Sage and Jordan were like what's the song that came on the radio, and she said that he was like, she thought he listened to like top 40.
Oh, California Love.
And they were like rapping like the whole way,
right?
House, you know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and I also that was good. What was another one for you?
I like after I think it was the first book when Sage gave him his birthday gift.
Oh, because he had never celebrated his birthday after Joanna. After Joanna dipped out, right? And Joanna, let me not even go on. Yeah.
Anyway. That was such a touching moment, and even with Jordan again, getting crazy about Shine and saying they're trying to plan something for him, and he automatically goes.
He gone. He on 10 already. And people would be like, why Sage always be tripping? No, Jordan be tripping. Hey, Jordan be tripping too.
Oh man. Yes, I'm like, yes. But you're right, it's both of them, not just
exactly.
One of the scenes that I loved was what did she call it? Making love with your mind, when she
Tantra.
Yes, loved it.
She messed him up with that. He was like, I love you. I love you. Then he was like, oh Lord, what have I done?
He even said that she got a little black magic.
Yes. She has some magic on them then, boy.
And you saw some of his softer side. Talk about Jordan, like when Sage, mentioned he could tell that she was uncomfortable in his home. So when she came back, he had everything redecorated based on her style,
right?
And what he saw from her own apartment. So I love that.
Jordan, everything Jordan did was over the top, though. Like, if he was gonna do it, it was gonna be over.
Yes. Yes.
Don't do nothing small. Over the top.
He didn't do anything small.
That takes me to the moment when he was trying to do so much for her, and she kept telling him to quit it and just.
Oh yeah.
And
which I thought was kind of like. I understand being not wanting to come up, but you engaged or whatever. Your boyfriend is a billionaire. He's going to do stuff.
And then she like ripped his clothes, and he was like, "What are you doing?"
Like, the two of them was like, they both was just over the top, because what people don't understand is that Sage had to set boundaries with Jordan, or Jordan would just do whatever.
Oh yeah, take over. Yeah.
Yes. And it was just the way that she set the boundaries may have been questionable at times, but she was like, I feel like this is the extreme I got to go to get your attention.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You don't listen when I just tell you. Okay, so
right. Okay, so we have to talk about Shine and Lily. I love the way they communicated.
I do.
Their love language was like, oh man, you did your thing with the way they it was like so beautiful, just the way they spoke to each other.
I went back and read that not too long ago, and I was like, "What was I on when I was writing this?" I had to ask myself, like, "What mode were you in when you were writing this?" Because it was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Sean. Oh my God, I love Sean and Lily.
Yes. And
when
I
he takes
love
the
too-
gun and everybody like, "What? Sean? Wait,
and I love the friendship between Lily and Sage too, because they're polar opposites, but they complement each other.
Complete opposites
Yeah.
in every way."
But I love how Lily can tell, she can tell Sage when, when she getting a little out there.
She's like, "You out of pocket, Sage. Come on now. You tripping. Relax." Okay.
Oh
Relax.
man.
And
And
Lily was just so smooth with her. Like she
Yes.
wasn't bothered by Isabel.
Right.
She was like, "Hey."
Yeah.
And I love the way her and Sean, like with Jordan, he kept a lot of stuff from Sage in the beginning. Sean, he was telling Lily.
I'll tell everything. Run tell that. That's Sean. Run tell that. That's Sean.
But I love that.
Tell
I
Lily
love
what
how
happened.
they were able to just be honest with each other,
Yeah. Always.
I loved it.
Because Sean didn't he didn't like even though when he turned into Mr. Rucker is different story.
Right.
But Sean he just like to stay low key. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like drama. He ain't like problems. He just was low key. Okay. I'm gonna do what I do, take care of my woman, this. When he found out about old boy,
he made it. He took care of business for real. And and I love the bachelorette. I mean, what was it? The right before they got married and
the engagement party.
Shayna ended up being
the engagement party.
Yes, the engagement party. And it, man, I said they always, every time they get together, somebody is coming in. And I said she really is playing with fire. She come because she's saying, "Jordan, you looking mighty." I'm like, I just was waiting for Sage to jump up, but
that she would, okay, because she would. She was like, "You were, no, oh no,
right. Oh yeah, she did ask him that. She said, "He said no."
She's like, "No, right? Okay."
Oh man. Erica is saying one of the best moments with Lily and Sean was after he had to commit Carol. Yeah, and she was there for Sean and let him be vulnerable. Yes.
Yeah, that's true, Erica. And then even in that, when Sean had to commit Carolyn and Jordan walks in and he doesn't say a word. He just sits down. Like Sean hadn't called him or anything. He just knew where he was. He just walked in, sat down. They looked at each other.
I love their bond. I love it. And even when he told, because even Carolyn was like, "I thought you loved him more than me."
Right.
And he said, "One doesn't have anything to do with the other."
Right.
And he told her he is my brother. So he's here to stay.
And they were brothers.
Mm-hmm. Antoinette says Sage loved to throw them hands.
She does. And don't have no qualms. Okay.
Right. Okay, so we're getting in time. So let's go to Cyan, The Return. So that's the latest books, everybody. And that's the next generation after the heirs. And the Cyan has Trey Harris, which is Trent's son. And so he's introduced in it. Well, he's already been introduced, but you've
seen a lot of Trey before.
Yeah.
You get to the side.
But he has grown into his own as well. And I love Journey, loved her. Now you remind me because they said, because Justice was saying something about Journey is family to him. I can't remember when she was introduced.
Journey is Tashina, the girl that Justice rescued in his book.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who is she?
That's who she is. She is Tashina from Justice's book, but she has a new identity, but that's who she is. Yes.
Okay.
So if you recall in Justice's book,
yes, I loved his book because we got to see him all grown up, and
that's where we actually kind of first met Trey.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to do a reread of that too, because I loved how, because Justice always plays, the clown, and the way they clowned him when Sage is the one who trained him instead of Jordan, and they kept talking about his skills because you let your mama train you.
Let your mama train you. Let your mama train you. That's Justice all right though. He ain't nothing to mess with now.
No. And I love the scene. I love how you also have it so real, because like I said, we get the Black excellence, but we also get the family dynamics, because like when with Back to the Heirs, when Diamond and Xavier, although Jordan had a fit, Justice did also, and and Justice and Xavier had actually came to blows.
Yeah,
which was a very explosive scene.
And that was like the first time that like Sean and Jordan were out. Because Sean
was like, oh no, please not them.
Sean was like, oh, you my brother.
Everybody, because even Sage and Isabel, because Isabel said something to Jordan, and then Sage say something to him, like, I mean, I heard don't say nothing, and then Ray say something to Sage, like, well, you need to get, I'm like, what is going on?
It's like, whoa, baby.
Oh man. Yeah, emotions were very high when Diamond found her love, and just the dynamic of they all are cut, they look at each other as cousins, so they're like, what is going on?
Xavier was like, you are not my cousin. You have never been my cousin.
Right.
You they cousins.
Right.
Not my cousin.
Man. Such great stories. And then in Cyan, I love, I know we have more, you're going to introduce more in part 2, but just what we got so far, I love Jared or Jay and Trinity. And I love how Trinity is coming into her own as well.
Yeah, I love Trinity. I mean, she's another one. I think that Trinity and Trinity the most, Trey a little bit, Truth, but they got Trent's sweetheart. Like Trinity has it, Trey somewhere have it, Truth. I don't
like her mom would the jar too though. But Camille, she wasn't a joke either. And Glenn Ray is saying, I love that you brought Patrice back. Yes. And to be in that world, because she in a world where you're not going to intimidate too many, like her husband said, she a black diamond. So her parents are black diamonds.
She's like, she a diamond. Okay, you ain't dealing with the ninjas. She a diamond. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, truth is a truth. Ooh, true.
Yeah.
Tara, she's a sweetheart too. Tara, she was a sweetheart.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I loved her story that we got
in transitions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's a sweetheart too. Yeah, but our baby True.
Sound like we're gonna have some is she gonna be like the Jade? Remember Jade, but by her being the youngest, and she felt like she wasn't being seen because Diamond and Justice took up so much of the space.
No, Truth make herself seen. Seriously. Truth don't play. Okay, that's what her name is. Okay, True.
Looks like you have a question about the book order. Is the book order on the website?
For book 2 or book 1?
Which one are you talking about? Ruby? You talking about the entire series?
The whole thing? Or
I mean, I wonder if she's talking about the book order as far as so people can know what order.
Okay. So there is a reading order on my blog. at dcamillebooks.com. There's a post with a reading order on there.
Okay, good. Because I have to tell you, you if you haven't read this series, do yourself a favor and pick up book 1, Black Magic, and just go from there and experience the Diamond Universe. You will not be disappointed. You will, and once you finish with the diamonds, go into some of the other series. You will love it.
Yeah,
and it's some crossovers too. So.
like crazy. You're like, and just I just want to say, like, the series for people who are just starting, the series take place in different time frames. So you might get a book where a character that is now grown was a kid in that book, because they're happening in different time frames. So but yeah, there's a reading order of how to read the books on my blog. There's a bunch of posts on the blog too with a lot of information about stuff, and you can also comment on there, ask questions. You can join the forum where people are talking about the book and different things going on there. You sign up as a member. Like I said, you can see the character images in the private community. What else is on there? Oh yeah, and there's a merch store. So yeah. Okay. I want to see more Kyle Jr. and Ty. Yep.
Oh man, and Cynthia is saying too, yes, the characters cross over into other series.
Yeah, they cross all the way over. So in the I just want to say this, in the science series, you're going to see somebody from the Diamond Universe at some point in time. So like people are saying, oh, I want to see more of this, but the focus is always going to be on Trey and the Blueprint mission. But the other diamonds are going to be coming in and out, helping out, doing this part of the storyline. So, you know, if you haven't seen, like, you're not going to see all of them in the first couple of books, because, you know, it's like 80 diamonds at this point. But, you know, if you haven't seen them, you'll see them in subsequent books. They're going to come in somewhere, you know, they're going to be tied in somehow, or you'll hear about them or something. But, you know,
because even in this book, I loved it too. We got Justice, and we got the heirs, some of the heirs. Yeah. And we got, you know, Silver and Hertz. A few people have told Trey, you need to bring Justice in.
Right. And you got the Black Diamonds. You saw them. They
were there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like the central focus is going to be around Trey and the Blueprint mission. So of course you're going to see a lot of Trey. You're going to see a lot of Trey because but then you're going to see Journey. You're going to see a lot of Jared because he's there to help. Okay. So you're probably also going to see a lot of Trinity because something.
Right.
Okay. You're also going to see other characters. I mean, like you said, you're going to see more Justice, and you're going to see the other heirs. You know, you got some of the heirs in this book because Xavier wants to kill him. Xavier's like, this dude right here.
I can't wait. And Martha is telling people that you need to. She said you. But we weren't talking about the Blackland series tonight, Martha. But you're right. That's another great series. We'll have to talk about, try to get D. Camille to come back, and we'll talk about the Blackland series. But we just don't have enough time. We already way over.
That's a whole. You're right. That's a whole.
We would never get off of here if we started talking about the Blackland.
That's a whole nother segment, because you got the Blackland and then you got the Negus Effect, and so there's a lot of books over there too. But yeah, for the diamonds, this is where we are.
Yes, and like I was telling you, Katina, definitely check out the Blackland series, and you're gonna get, like I said, some Jordan and some Sage in there too, because they do a crossover. And one of my favorite scenes actually is from that series when Jordan, I think that's when he gave baby Diamond a little phone.
She's like, call my daddy. Call my daddy. He's like, girl, your daddy is right there.
That was hilarious. But
Diamond
I love
always
the
gets
Diamond. I just love the bond between him and Diamond. So I can see when he went ballistic when she was, when he thought he was losing her, basically, because it didn't have anything really to do with Xavier. It was just anybody.
right. Because he loved Xavier. Xavier's his other son, but he was, Diamond was his heart. Like, he lost everything when Diamond was born. Remember,
everything.
Okay. He'd be like, Justice and Jay, y'all lucky y'all here. Because I was cool with just Diamond. Okay. I would have been good with just Diamond.
Oh, man.
I love how he said, when they said, well, you have another kid. And he was like, well, no, I won't go through that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was so traumatized.
What did you go through?
He was so traumatized, probably. But, oh, man.
Traumatized.
Jordan is funny. Okay. D. Camille, what were you going to do for the giveaway? Did you come up with something?
I'm going to give away a D. Camille Books journal that you can write down all of your notes for your D. Camille books, because you need them. You need them.
Yes, you definitely you definitely
and then you say that. That's funny you say that, because I started a little family tree today.
Yeah, you better listen. It's like a murder board.
Right, yeah.
Oh, man. Yes, I love that. Okay, so people in the audience, who can tell me how many books has D. Camille published to date? The first one to put it in the comments wins.
On Instagram.
We talked about it earlier in the show. Okay, yeah. So Erica got it firk.
Okay. I know Erica knows. Erica has read all 62 of them. Thank you, Erica.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yes.
So Erica, email me your mailing address, and then I'll get it over to D. Camille.
Erica.
Yes, and thank you so much for coming on. I've been trying to get you on here for I don't know how long. So it was before I even started calling it this show. It was when I was doing the Inspired Books, but I'm so glad to have you on here. You are one of my favorite people. So
thank you, Cheryl, and thank you for inviting me on. Thank you for what you do. Your platform, and I'm happy to support in any way that I can.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you everybody for coming out. It was such an amazing discussion, and everybody was engaged. I loved it.
Scion 2 in May. The Pursuit. Scion 2 coming in May. The Pursuit.
I cannot wait. And before how can people stay in touch with you? I know I got some of it on the screen. But.
The best way is the blog, just dcamillebooks.com. I am on Instagram. Thank you for running all my stuff across the bottom of here. I am on Instagram and all those other places. But the blog is the major place. You can inbox me on there. Like I said, you can sign up. That's where I post all of the information about what's going on when the books are coming. So anytime you want to know anything, go to the blog. All the up-to-date information is right there.
And are you still doing the app, the D. Camille app?
Yes.
Okay.
The D. Camille app is still up. There are some books on there that people need to read to be ready for Scion. There's Silver, there's the diaries, there's Patrice, if you haven't read Patrice. So and the app is now 4 years old, still going strong. I know people initially were like,
yes,
I don't know if she's gonna be around or not. But even when I took the writing break, the app never stopped. It's not gonna stop. It's been updated. Now you can buy the books directly in the app. You don't have to go to a bookstore or anything.
Okay.
You just go directly to the app, buy your book, read it right there.
Okay. So it's a reader app for those who are new to use. Yes. Similar to like Book Funnel, right? Where you can read it.
I have never been on Book Funnel, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, but I know that I think a lot of people use Book Funnel, so they're always asking me like, "Where's the link?" or Where's the this? Where's the email or something? So you don't need that for my app. Let me say that you go to the app, you buy the book, you read it right there. So it's more like Kindle than Book Funnel, where you know. So you don't you don't get sent links. You don't it's all right there.
True,
you make
true because I do have the app. Yeah, so
you make your account. You buy your books. You read your books. The books are always right there. And the app is now 4 years old. That's one thing I'm really proud of. It's something that I created, not just the headache of having an app, but to show other authors brand control.
Yes.
Control your talent, control your brand. Because it's important, because a lot of our talent is being stolen, being taken, being misused.
True.
The more that we can own our own platforms and control our own brands and control our own talent, the better off we'll be in the long run.
I agree. Mm-hmm. And congratulations on everything. And I can't wait for Science 2 in May. I'll be able to look out.
Putting the finishing touches on now. If I feel like at this point, if you enjoyed 1, you're going to enjoy 2 even more.
Okay. And I'm sure I will. Yes. So, and Katina, you can finish up the rest of the Diamond series.
Yes.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot, Cindy. Don't rush. Take your time. You're not going anywhere.
I asked her if you have any questions, just let me know, because I know she was trying to prepare too for today. But yes, but again, thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you, and continued success with everything. And I can't wait to talk to you again. And like I said to everybody else, thank you for coming out tonight, and thank you for being so engaged. And we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Good night.